For those of you like me who have absolute faith in the founders of democracy, it would have come as no surprise that the government's obsessive plans for vaccine passports would have never come to fruition. Those who founded democracy would have thought of this. They would have perhaps considered that one day there may be an overturn of power into people whose ideology is less free, and they would have perhaps made something and inscribed something into the law to prevent anyone trampling on the very well organised and very well thought out tenets of democracy. The UK is one of the leading societies in terms of democracy. It is a humane, peaceful, quiet, very civilised country where the business environment is allowed to flourish and encouraged, and that millions of people from around the world have chosen to make it their home and feel at home pretty much straight away because you are a dignified human being in this country. That applies to the business sector as well as it does to everyone's private life. And actually one of those business sectors that can certainly rejoice now is the entertainment industry, who would have been bound by the government's absurd plans for vaccine passports to police its own customers on the door before allowing them entry. I mean, can you imagine having to show your medical records to a company before they allow you to be a customer of theirs? I mean, if it wasn't so bizarre, it would be laughable. But of course it was never going to happen, and I knew that, which is really why there was no cause for alarm. So companies like IMAX, some of the large entertainment groups, the cinema firms, some of the large nightclub operators, restaurant owners, big hotel companies such as Holiday Inn and so forth, or any entertainment venue that operates festivals and large gatherings. And let's be fair, London is one of the cultural capitals of the entire world. It's almost up there with New York. So that is a huge industry, and it's something which is very popular. You know, people don't just move to London for the opportunities of employment and to live as a free person in a nice society. They come for the cultural overload that you will get as a Londoner. I've lived in London on and off for 15 years, and it's a city that empowers me every single day as I walk through its streets. It is the cultural epicenter of the entire world and has been for hundreds and hundreds of years, which is why I chose to make not only the UK but London my home. And I think millions of other people will feel the same, and certainly those on the end of the accountancy and having to balance the books of companies which are reliant on customer footfall will actually laud this particular circumstance that the government, no matter how hard they pushed, have not been able to implement these really unpleasant vaccine passports, and that therefore is a precedent that can't be overturned. So good on the entertainment industry, and I think those are particularly stocks and indices worth watching over the next few weeks, because I think you're about to see a culture revival.